Good day, everyone. I am Raizami Flores Hurbuda from BEd 2B. So, our topic for today is lands outside the coverage of Carl and Carper, which are part of the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program or CARP. We will talk about what lands can and cannot be distributed to farmers and how Carper improved the implementation of Carl. So, first, what is Carl? CARL means Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law or Republic Act 6657, passed in 1988. So this law is the main foundation of agrarian reform in the Philippines, and it focuses on acquiring private agricultural lands, distributing them to landless farmers, and giving farmers the support they need like credit, training, and facilities. In short, CORL protects farmers' rights and ensures they receive land and support to improve their lives. What land is not covered by CORL? However, not all lands can be distributed to farmers. Some types of lands are excluded because they serve important purposes for the environment, public safety, education, and or national welfare. These are the lands we will explain in the next slides. The first group of excluded lands are those meant for environment protection. This include parks, reforestation area, wildlife and forest reserves, fish sanctuaries and breeding grounds, watersheds, and mangroves. These areas help protect nature, prevent floods, maintaining clean water, and keep biodiversity alive. Because they are ecologically important, they cannot be turned into farms. Next, we have lands used for national defense and education. We have the military and defense camps, the school sites and campuses, experimental farms used for teaching and research. So these lands must remain under the government or school control because they are essential for security, learning, and training. The third group are lands used for research and religion, such as seed and seedling research centers, pilot plant production centers, church sites and convents, mosque sites and Islamic centers. So this area serves scientific, spiritual, and cultural purposes. So they are not allowed to be distributed. Fourth, these are land used for public welfare, public cemeteries and burial grounds, penal colonies and penal farms. Penal farms and farm inside prisons where inmates work as part as rehabilitation because these lands are used for public or for government institution. They are not part of land distribution. Lastly, these are government and private research or quarantine centers. Land with slope of 18% and above unless they are already developed. These are the steep slopes are unsafe and not advisable for farming because they easily erode and can cause landslide. So for safety, these lands are also excluded. So what is CARPER on the other hand? CARPER means Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program Extension with Reforms. Means that is passed in 2009. CARPER strengthened CARL with many improvements. like made the car stronger and more detailed, provided a 150 billion pesos budget, added 7 new provisions, and reformed 26 existing provisions. It also restored compulsory land acquisition. This means government can require landowners to give excess land for the distribution. And also extended land distribution until June 30, 2014. Balance the interest of three groups: landowners, farmers, DER or the Department of Agrarian Reform. Carper made the program fairer, clearer, and more effective. COCAR stands for Congressional Oversight Committee on Agrarian Reform. Its job is to monitor and check if Carper is being implemented properly. They make sure DER follows the 5-year plan and the budget is used correctly. So under Carper, DER and PERC were required to finish distributing all remaining agricultural lands by June 30, 2014. To organize the process, land distribution was divided into 3 phases. So the phase 1 is from July 1, 2009 to June 30, 2012. It covers the private lands over or above 50 hectares with NOC before December 10, 2008. So idle or IDLE and abandoned lands voluntarily offered by owners before June 30, 2009. Rice and corn lands under Presidential Decree 27. So this phase focuses on the largest lands and those that were already identified earlier. Phase 2 has 2 stages. Phase 2A until June 30, 2012. So this lands from 24 to 50 hectares with NOC before December 10, 2008. Phase 2B, July 1, 2012 to June 30, 2013. All remaining private lands above 24 hectares, so this phase focuses on medium-sized lands. Phase 3 also has 2 stages. Phase 3A from July 1, 2012 to June 30, 2013. So lands from 10 to 24 hectares. Then Phase 3B is from July 1, 2013 to June 30, 2014. So land above the retention limit but below 10 hectares. So this final phase handles the smallest agricultural lands and ensuring all remaining areas are distributed. So to summarize, Carl and Carper worked together to make agrarian reform fair and organized. Some lands cannot be distributed because they are important for the environment, education, national security, religion, and public welfare. Through Carper, land distribution became more complete and systematic, ensuring farmers receive the land and support they deserve. And I think this will end our discussion for today's session. That would be all. Again, I am Rising Flores Buddha, and thank you for listening.